Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Jets at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here. And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one. Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it. By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time. All right. Back to football. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
This a quick pass to Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Does CBD see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Hall again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. To return is McKenzie. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt. For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Allen going to try and keep it. And get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Ball has it knocked loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Hall. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like,
direct.
No doubt about it, and his coaching
Des
staff will be
saucisses
emphatic
en
about he
face,
shouldn't have
tous
thrown
les
that ball.
tacles.
But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ouais, merde.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Oh, bah oui, bah oui, bah oui.
They'll start out with Singletary. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And even 100 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48.
Putain, moi je gagne 1 yard à la course, c'est le momentum qui revient dans ma gueule. Il perd un yard, y'a rien qui change.
I'd like to see out of this defense a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Allen to throw it. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
Ah, vas-y,
He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, mais ta grand-mère, putain!
Defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Alors ça va servir à rien.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5, he got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
J'avais même pas
Ball up
plus
to
de
the
temps.
35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carter straight ahead. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Wilson on first down. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Non mais que... Oh là là!
Wind up incomplete.
Bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on.
and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Mais la défense, c'est en motion, bande de connards! Putain! Putain, je vais enculer tous les matchs, c'est la même chose.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give running right is Hall. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. McKenzie now to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen now on 1st down. And their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Prendre un petit scramble.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ouais, et puis suis drôle, bah oui, bah oui. Évidemment, je suis con.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On play action, Allen. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing
Les play action, les play action, les play action. Encore. Continue. À mode dans cette ligue de merde.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 36.
Il a mis là pour lancer.
They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Allen gonna throw.
No.
He will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Singletary again. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And that is caught. It's Davis.
Je vais me prendre un holding, tu vas voir. Wow. Wow. Miracle.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the the Jets take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Cannot get away, and down he goes. This time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
Oh, bande de merde, putain. Il est passé où? Défense. Pourquoi je le laisse tout seul, là? Ah oui, de Reed, il en a 2.
They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first carry for the rookie from Georgia, it's James Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try
Putain, je me fais ouvrir le cul. J'ai jamais vu ça à la course.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Je comprends pas, c'est une play action ou c'est une course?
Nice work to get 7 out of that.
Ah bah ouais, bah c'est ok.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie from 3 yards out. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Wilson.
Non, putain, mais gros, c'est pour qui?
They've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Putain.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Waouh, viens là, Cœur, viens.
This could be starting a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wilson will throw again. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they're going to get this
J'ai demandé un bloc sur ce gars-là, quoi.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Even after 3 seasons in the league, you can sense that there's room for a huge breakout by Ed Oliver. He has the potential to decimate the line of scrimmage and get to the quarterback from the interior.
He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Putain, mais
It's a
gros.
loss of 7 on the 1st down play. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down at 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there and playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Bah oui, j'ai voulu
And they
switcher.
get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Well,
C'est
normally you might
n'importe
say
comment,
start
ça doit être
running
un
the football.
cornerback
You've
qui
got
doit
the
être
lead
là.
here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've
Pourquoi
passed it
c'est
with
zéro?
such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Ouais, mais qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Pourquoi il plaque pas?
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that's a carry they
Oh,
have to be
l'awareness du
satisfied
mec, une
with. And throughout
catastrophe.
this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got some space here. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world to the challenge.
Wow.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Ça marche bien ce
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A give up the middle to
C'est bon, on peut peut-être arrêter le massacre là, non? Je sais pas.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line.
C'est bon, Knil, c'est fini.
If you call a pass play here,
s'en fout de tes stats.
Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So for Buffalo,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they will have to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.